Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Wobble Wednesday. It is Wednesday the 12th of August today. I hope you're doing okay, because so far I think I am doing all right myself. It's a nice day out there. Got the fan on back there, keep myself cool. Fingers crossed, all is good. Hello, my name is Karen. I'm here with Get Moving, and Get Moving is all about helping people with mobility issues to get some good, decent, solid exercise and be able to get stronger, fitter, and just be better. So if you're unsure about what Get Moving is, if you want any information, any details, up in the description up there somewhere, there is the link to the Get Moving website. It is www.reesefitness.co.uk/getmoving. So if you want to find any information about who we are, what we are, or anything like that, click up there. Also up there you'll find a link to one of my latest blog posts about home gym equipment, home exercise kit. Things like resistance bands. We will be using resistance bands today. If you've got a especially if you're doing the balancing, if you're standing today, you will need your resistance band today. So I'm going to whistle for a couple of minutes to make sure everyone's here. But your job now is to get your resistance band and anchor it onto something solid. I've always used my my rack here. You can use a banister or something like that. Use somebody to hold on to it, someone solid to hold on to it. But go grab your resistance band and, just like the past few days, anchor it onto something solid, especially if you're doing the standing versions today, okay? I'm going to witter for a minute or two just to let you do that, okay? So yes, up there's a link to my blog post where I suggest home exercise kit, things like resistance bands, things like a ball, stuff like that. We will be using these kits over the sessions over the next few weeks, so you can see my recommendations up there. Click in the link up there. The resistance band we'll be using today is well, it's a nice stretchy thing like so. It's just a nice standard resistance band, nothing special about it, not special, nice and cheap and cheerful. It'll do the job quite nicely. It is Wobble Wednesday, so as I say, we are going to work on balance. So I'm going to be shifting this more towards people who are standing today. Got alternatives to people who are seated, don't worry, that's okay, but I will be concentrating more on people who are standing and wanting to work on balance. So we'll be starting in a minute, but again, don't forget, get your resistance band, especially if you're standing today. Get your resistance band, anchor it onto something solid, or something or someone. A person will do fine, they can just hold it tight, that'll do nicely. But anchor it somewhere is not going to move. So a person is fantastic, a banister is always good, something like that. So while standing people are getting themselves set up for that, if you are seated, your alternative exercises today will be using the belly. So if you're seated, your alternative exercises are going to be, what's the first one? The lift and twist. We've done them before. So hands behind your head, and then one knee is going to lift, and that same elbow is going to twist back, and we're going to hold that for a second or so and then recover, and the same on the other side. One knee and the same elbow, it lifts and twists back. You can hold it for a second or so, feel the stomach muscles, all the muscles around the side there working, and then relax. Now I pulled a muscle, I think it was yesterday or something, in my side there. I can really feel it when I'm doing this. So you will, hopefully, fingers crossed, feel your muscles working all around this corset region there. So the first one, hands behind your head, lift and twist and hold for a second, and the same on the other side, lift, twist and hold for a second. That's your first exercise. Your other one is the sit-up. So if you're seated, shuffle your bum right forwards as far as you can. Make sure there's nothing behind you. The backrest is not there, it's way back behind you. You're just going to sit back, touch the backrest, sit tall. And again, sit back, touch the backrest, and sit up again. It's a sit up. You'll be swapping between those two exercises, okay? Right then, people who are standing, your new balance exercise for today, okay? It'll take a bit of time to get used to this one. Use the entire session to practice this one. Don't go overboard too soon. Got your resistance band? I am standing beside it. Okay, it is right on my side. It is anchored to something solid just off screen over there. If you have a good side and a bad side, so for my stroke survivors out there, if you have a good side, make sure your good side, for the moment, is furthest away from the anchor point. So say for example, this is my good side. This is on the other side of the anchor, okay? The good side is furthest away. Standing close to the anchor is going to be easy. Standing further away is going to be harder. But all you're going to do, hold on with the outside arm. You're going to stand on one leg, balance on that good leg, on that outside leg. Hold your balance there nicely and put a very small little gentle pull with this resistance band, against this resistance band. You can try and pull yourself towards the anchor point. That's why this leg is off the floor. If you do lose your balance, you're going to fall towards the anchor. Just put this foot back down on the floor again, okay? Try not to though. Stand on one leg, stretch the band. You're going to feel this supporting leg working to stop you from falling over, okay? We'll do it once. If you have a good side or bad side, use mostly your good side, but I will be swapping over every other one just to give you an idea, okay? It's a new one. Take your time today. It'll probably take the entire session to get used to it, okay? So don't rush it. Practice it, start easy and build up gradually, okay? Anyway, let's get things going. Everybody, whether you're seated or standing, it makes no difference. We're all going to do this first one. Marching on the spot, the knees are going to come up and down like so. Just marching on the spot if you're seated, and marching on the spot if you're standing. I'm going to do 20 repetitions. You do whatever you can. Get yourself going so everybody does this. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Marching on the spot. Just getting your knees up like so. Simple as. Start with small moves if you want. Build up to higher moves if you can, as and when you can. Just get yourself moving. Get your breathing going. Get your blood pumping. Get your hips moving. Nice and steady. There we go, 20, simple as. So the first one now, if you're seated, hands behind your head, you're going to do the lift and twist back. Hold it for a second and then recover, and the same on the other side. Lift and the same elbow, twist back. Hold it for a second and then repeat. If you're standing, so again, if you have a good side, have the good side on the far away from the anchor point, okay? Hold on with your good arm, stand on your good leg. We're going to do 20 seconds of this balancing. Stand on one leg and pull with this arm in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So I'm standing on my good leg. My good arm is stretching the band. I am being pulled in towards the anchor point. I'm trying to pull myself off balance. And this leg is stabilizing. This leg is making me stay upright and not fall in like so. That's 20 seconds. Relax off. Very good. Okay, hope everybody's okay. Everybody does this next move now. Shoulder rolls. Everybody. Seated, standing, everybody. Shoulder rolls back like so. If you can, back like so. In 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Roll the shoulders back. Nice big moves. Feel the shoulder blades squeezing behind you. As and when you can, you start making it into a bigger move. Getting your elbows a touch higher if you can. And if you really can, arms right up above your head. The bigger the move, the better. Get as much movement out of your shoulders and especially, as I say it all the time, your shoulder blades. Pinch them back behind you. Nice big moves. As always, this is good for posture. It is good for shoulder health, shoulder stability. It's good for strengthening your upper back. It's good for a lot of things, to be honest with you. And we're over halfway there. So if you are seated, make sure you are seated nice and tall, chest out. If you're standing, make sure you're standing nice and tall, chest out. Don't let yourself slump forwards like so. That's no good. And that's, I think, number 19. And one more for fun. 20. Excellent. So next one. If you're seated, sit-ups. You're going to sit back and then sit up and repeat. If you're standing, again, depending on your confidence, this is going to take a while to get used to this exercise, so move up gradually. If you want, again, have your good side on the outside. I'm going to do the other way for the moment. Standing on one leg, holding on with the same arm. 20 seconds worth in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So I'm standing and balancing, and I am pulling on that resistance band. That pulling is pulling me sideways in like so. Try not to fall over. Keep that balance. Just get used to that feeling of not falling in. There we go. That's our time. Simple as that. Relax, everybody. Everybody now. Knee bends. If you're seated, kicking your feet out like so. If you're standing, kicking your heels back up against your butt like so. 20 times in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Nice big moves. Bending or straightening your knees, whichever one, but getting nice big movements out of that joint. If you need, start with a small move just down there like so. Gradually you build it up and get your feet higher and higher and higher. And 20, simple as. Well done. Okay, next, lifting and twisting again. If you're seated, hands behind your head, one knee lifts, same elbow, twist back behind you, hold it for a second, and then same on the other side. One knee up, same elbow back, twist and hold it for a second, and then relax. If we're standing, again, getting next to that anchor, standing on, if you have to, your good side, good arm, balancing for 20 seconds in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Stretching this one back if we can. That stretching is going to pull me off balance. If I feel like I am starting to go, we've got a couple of options. Either put that foot down, try not to though. If you have to, just release this one slightly, recover, stretch again, recover, stretch again. That's our 20 seconds. Well done. Okay, everybody again now. Next move, everybody double tap. If you're seated, knee comes up twice, comes up twice. If you're standing, balancing again, comes up twice. And other side. Okay, 3, 2, 1, off we go. Balancing on one leg, tapping the knee up to the hand a couple of times. Remember, it is the knee to the hand, not the hand to the knee. Notice how my hand is staying put. The knee is moving up. It is not going down to the knee. That's not it. The knee moving is what we want. And all the time we're balancing on that one leg. We're keeping our balance. We're getting used to stabilizing. We're figuring out how to not fall over. Remember, every time we don't fall over, we get a bit better at not falling over. Wobbling around is fine. It is good. That's why we call it Wobble Wednesday, as you know. So wobbling is fine, falling over is not fine. One more for fun. Well done. Okay, so if you're seated, sit-ups. If you're seated, you sit back and then sit up using your stomach muscles. If you're standing, again, holding on to your resistance band. I'm going to do the other side. So the outside leg is standing on the floor. 20 seconds worth in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Again, this outside arm is stretching the band. I'm getting pulled in. I'm having to work really hard with this leg to not fall over. I'm pulling myself off balance. I am wobbling, and this supporting leg is working hard to not let me fall over. Time, that's it. That's our 20 seconds. Well done. Side bends next. If you're seated, one arm goes down. If you can, other arm comes up over the top, and the same on the other side, like so. Oh, I've pulled something there, definitely. So the upper arm is optional, the down arm definitely. 20 times in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Stretch in one way, and then stretch in the other way. This way is not so good for me today. Stretching, definitely one arm going down if you can. Other arm going up over the top is nice optional extra. Stretch as far as you can. Preferably further than me. Reaching over and doing the best that you can, the biggest movement that you can. So if you have an injury like I clearly have and you can't move as well, we still do it, we work around it. I'm obviously not bending over so far this way, but I can do the other way, so I'll still do the other way. We work around injuries, not through them. We adapt what we do, and we still do something. Because, you know, we're going to get injured in our lives at some point. We're going to pull a muscle at some point, and that's what I do. But I still do what I can do. I didn't know this was going to be so difficult. There we go, that's 20, fantastic. Oh, okay, I need to practice that one. What we got next, side bend. Lift and twist. If you are seated, hands behind your head, one knee lifts, same elbow, twist back, hold it for a second, and the same thing on the side. One knee up, same elbow back, twist and hold for a second, and then recover. If you are standing, again, grab and hold that resistance band. The supporting leg is on the outside, furthest away from the ankle, from the anchor. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So again, I'm pulling, I'm stretching, I'm pulling myself off balance. I'm working really hard with the supporting leg here to keep me upright. If I feel like I'm going, I release this arm a touch, reset, and then stretch it again. Pulling myself off balance all the time, making this supporting leg work. That's our time, that's our 20 seconds, very good. Squats, sit stands. So if you are seated, make sure your bum, as always now, is shuffled right forward to the front of the seat. Make sure your feet are underneath you, pulled right back. Get your body weight forwards, push through those legs and stand as tall as you can. Shove the bum in, I'm looking at you, Tony. Bums in, chest up, tall like your father, and sitting back down. And repeating as often as you can, okay? I'm going to do 20 squats. If you're joining me, squatting down, standing up, as many as few times as you can, in 3, 2, 1, away we go. Squatting down, standing up. So again, feet, I've just done one squat, onto number 2 now. Feet flat, knees out, squatting and standing. Don't let these knees buckle in, that's no good. That is what we're after. Chest is out, sitting the bum back and down onto that imaginary chair behind us. An easier version is to sit on a tall bar stool, just like that. That's an easier version. And then slowly but surely imagine someone's chopping the legs away from underneath that bar stool, and it's getting lower and lower and lower. And as we get better, we just squat down lower, getting the bum lower. So 5 more, nearly there. Nice, good, strong legs. Last couple. And final one for fun. Fantastic. So squats, sit-ups. If you are seated, you're going to do a sit-up. So again, remember, bum forwards. Big empty space behind you. You're going to sit back and then use your stomach muscles, sit back up again. If you're standing, again, the supporting leg is furthest away from the anchor point, and that same arm is going to be holding on. Standing on one leg, 20 seconds in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Stretch that band, pulling me off balance towards the anchor point. If I'm really going, this foot is just going to step down, but we're going to try not to. Stretch that band, recover if you have to, but keep on working on that one leg. That is our 20 seconds. Fantastic. Okay, tightrope walking and ankle mobility. If you're seated, ankle movements, heel toe, heel toe. Heel touches the floor, then toe touches the floor. Heel, toe, both sides obviously. If you're standing, walking on that imaginary tightrope. Don't forget, by now hopefully you've all painted a nice line on your carpet in your living room. I'm sure you've done it. I've done it upstairs. I'd show you if I could, but we're downstairs. You've painted that line. You're going to walk on that imaginary tightrope. Heel toe, with me. Off we go, walking away. Heel toe on that imaginary tightrope on the floor. Again, wobbling as much as you want or need. Falling over is bad, wobbling is good. If your body is wobbling all over the place, well done. And moving backwards, the same thing. Of course, this time though we're doing toes, heels. So even if we're standing, even if we're balancing, we're getting big ankle movements out of those ankles. Toes, heels, wobbling, let your arms stabilize and support yourself. And moving forwards, one more time. Heel toe. Practicing the old sobriety test. See how drunk you are at 11 o'clock in the morning on a weekday. I know some people who would fail this. And going backwards last time. Toes, heels. Again, let your arms help you keep your balance. Wobble as much as you want. Wobbling is good. Falling over is bad. And there we go, run out of room. Fantastic. Lifting and twisting. So if you're seated, hands, one knee, same elbow, lift and twist and hold. And same on the side, one knee, same elbow, lift and twist and hold. If we're standing, balancing on the outside leg. 20 seconds worth in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So stretch that band. Feel yourself getting pulled sideways, but you're going to compensate. This leg is going to compensate and help keep you steady. I'm going to fluctuate this stretching arm to make it a bit harder or a bit easier. And that's our time. That's the 20 seconds done. Fantastic. Okay, fast feet. Let me adjust my timer. Only 10 seconds of these. 2 loads of 10 seconds. If you're seated, running on spot like so. If you're standing, running on spot like so. 2 rounds of 10 seconds. Quick feet in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So feet moving. Keep them up and down. Hear that little tap dance going. Time. Okay, first time is always okay. Second time is always better. So get ready in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Tap dancing away. Keep it moving nice and quick. Small moves, but fast moves. Boom, that's it. Time. Well done. Sit-ups, nearly at the end now. If you're seated, bum forwards, sit back, sit up, use your stomach muscles. If you're standing, again, nearly there. Whoops, it's just that. Are you ready? Standing on the outside leg, furthest away from the anchor, holding on with the same arm. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Stretch it back. Make this supporting leg work hard. If I feel like I'm going to fall in, I can either put the foot down or, better still, just release this arm slightly, take the tension off, and then repeat again. So I'm always adjusting. There we go. Okay. Last one. Yes, last one. Shadow boxing. So if you're seated, hands up. Time to get you out of breath. It's all about getting out of breath now. Punching away, nice and high, nice and low, around and up. Any mixture you like, but punching, shadow boxing. If you're standing, same thing, but again, think about your footwork. The punching is secondary, the footwork is primary if you can. 3 rounds of 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Punching away, but again, if you're standing, think about moving your feet forwards and backwards, side to side, swap your feet. The arms are secondary, the footwork is the key for you today. Think about those arms, those feet moving. Time. So 1 down, 2 to go. And again, if you're standing, footwork. 3, 2, 1, off you go. Punching away, getting nicely out of breath, get your hips around, get your body around with the punches. Moving the feet, punching high, punching low. Feet go forwards or backwards, they can swap over, you can change direction, anything you like. Time. 2 down, last one, last round. So again, nicely out of breath, in 3, 2, 1, off you go. The last punching. Keep them going nicely, and keep your feet moving. Don't be a plant. Don't be rooted to the spot, move around. The feet are nice and light and they're always moving. And time. That is the end of that. So our final one is the twist and lift, the last exercise. If you are seated, hands back there, 1 knee up, same elbow back, hold it for a second and then swap sides. Knee up, elbow back, hold it for a second and swap sides. The last 20 seconds of these. And if you're standing, the last 20 seconds of balancing. Again, standing on the leg on the outside. Final one. 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Stretch the band. Just fluctuate it back and forth. Feather it just so you're not going to fall. Falling over is bad. Wobbling is good. So make that supporting leg work really hard to not let you fall over. And that's it. Job done. That is our Wobble Wednesday. Done and dusted. I hope that was all okay with you. So like I said at the start, we're going to be doing more and more exercises that involve either resistance bands all this week or balls. They're going to come back again next week. Fantastic, cheap, but really effective kit for you to use while at home. It just adds so much to your possible workouts. It just adds so much to your body and possibilities. If you're not sure about where to get them or anything, up in the description up there I've got a link to my blog post where I give recommendations, just links to Amazon, stuff like that. You can get them from your local sports shops, but I use the links to describe which ones they are, which ones to look for. They are really good, very useful. I recommend you get one if you can, because yeah, we'll be using them a lot more over the coming weeks. That though is Wobble Wednesday. As always, I've said it before, but I've said it again. Wobbling is good for us. Falling over is bad, but wobbling is good. We will not improve our balance if we never wobble. Wobbling is essential, and that's why we do it every Wobble Wednesday. So tomorrow is Thinking Thursday. You know the drill by now. It is going to be using your brain, not just going through the motions, but actively thinking about the move, how we can make it better, what our strengths are, what our weaknesses are, and how we can improve it the second time round. Thinking Thursday tomorrow at 11 o'clock. But you know the drill by now. Up there's a link to the website. Got all the archives of all the previous videos we've done. There's a donate link up there if you want. Chuck me a buck if you like. Thank you very much. It's really sweet of you. I mean it really is sweet. Thank you very much. Share button down there. Spread the love. Spread the videos around. But otherwise I will see you tomorrow at 11 o'clock for Thinking Thursday. And hopefully my pull muscle won't be hurting as much. We'll see. You'll definitely be able to see how I'm moving tomorrow. Thank you very much. I'll see you later. Bye bye.